What is up, everybody? It's me, Duke Farley, back at it again here, and I am joined by another contestant going into the Ascendance Live Season 3 house. Emily, what is up? How are you? Nice to meet you.
I'm doing pretty solid. Nothing crazy going on. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Also, nothing crazy going on. Just excited to talk a little Ascendance Live with you.
Okay, let's get it going.
Let's get it going. And the first question's pretty open-ended here for you. It's kind of to let the viewers know what Emily is about. And that is for you to describe your perfect day. So what are you doing? Where are you doing it? Who are you doing it with?
Oh God. So perfect day. I like to chill out with my friends. Definitely get a cup of coffee beforehand. I'm obsessed with caffeine. Um, Normally we'll go to the mall, go thrifting, play some music, things like that. I always like to end on a good note, just vibing and talking. And hey, we want to go get a couple of drinks, party afterwards. Totally always down for that as well.
What's your drink of choice?
Drink of choice, I would say anything with vodka in it. After that, I'm completely open-ended. I like things with funny, fruity names and stuff like that as well. I've been drinking a lot of liquid marijuanas lately, which if you didn't know, it's like spiced rum, pineapple, grenadine, stuff like that.
And that's called liquid marijuana.
Yes, it is.
I've never heard of that. I'll have to try that next time. Um, let's get into some game questions though. It sounds
Okay.
like a good day. I'll say that sounds like a good day, but my next question for you is who from a past season of Ascendance Live would you like to see in the game that you would potentially work with in this season with you?
Wait a second. You're telling me that you want me to work with somebody who's already played the game.
If there was somebody in there that you would if that you would want to work with. If not,
Okay.
that's also an option.
I feel like for me personally, like not saying too much about is I don't really like to work with people who's already pretty familiar with their game. They've already had their run, they failed it, good for them, goodbye. But if I had to choose somebody, I would probably pick Peyton from season one, just because me and him do have a nice, genuine friendship. It would be nice and fun. Me and Kennedy also talked a couple of times in the game, so I think me and her would probably work well together.
Cool. I want to give you a little scenario here,
Mhm.
and that is say your number one ally in the game is in trouble really early on. Would you try to flip the vote and save them, or would you just let them get eliminated?
It depends on how early on we're talking, if I'm being honest. I, in the nicest way possible, I'm a pretty selfish person when it comes to games. I would always put my game in front of other people, but I always tend to find one person in a game that I am diehard, like, aligned with. If it's maybe the first 3 rounds, I don't think I could do it, but if we are past 4 rounds and above, I would do anything for my number one, and I will find a way to secretly flip the votes without making any of us in danger at that point.
Cool. What is a challenge that you would dominate at?
That I would dominate at. So last season they did an escape room challenge,
Mhm.
and I so happened to work in an escape room.
Oh, shit.
I am also an escape room super fan, so I think knowing the insides out of them, I would kill it. I also have pretty good memory, so I think I would do really good at the telephone game.
Okay. Okay. Earlier you said that you were kind of like a caffeine addict.
Hmm.
So that kind of pivots into my next question. Ascendance Live is sleeping. Like sleep is a huge factor in Ascendance Live, right? So how many hours can you efficiently operate on?
I am very used to working really hard. I do have two jobs, so sometimes I only get like 1 or 2 hours of sleep, and I am completely fine with that. I tell people I run off adrenaline and caffeine, and I don't show any source of holding back ever. Like, yes, I do give myself a rest day every now and then, but if I'm in that game, if I need to stay up all week long, I fully will. So I
Okay.
would say if I get like 30 minutes of sleep, solid.
30 minutes, you're saying.
30 minutes, solid. Not even joking.
Wow, that's crazy. Um, what is your opinion on throwing a vote?
During a vote, I think it's stupid. Think it's wasteful. I think the only time that you would throw a vote is if you're scared somebody will use an advantage. But even then, take the risk. You do not want to be known as the person who was scared to do anything in this game. I personally will not throw my vote. If you want to throw yours, fine. But there needs to be some sort of reasoning behind it. Don't just be like, I'm going to vote this person just to stir the pot, or I'm going to vote this person because I don't want to vote this person and look like the bad guy. You're there to play the game.
What if somebody throws a vote on you?
Somebody throws a vote on me and I stay there,
Yeah.
I'm gonna find them.
What are you gonna
Why?
do?
I'm gonna get them out. If you're willing to throw a vote on me, you're willing to let me go.
So you're gonna try to find them and get and vote them out?
Oh, easily, yeah.
Okay. I want to give you another scenario here. So
Okay.
congratulations, you made it to the final three and you won the final captain challenge. So now you're tasked with picking who you're going to take to the finale. And your options are number one, your number one ally in the game. That's going to be pretty tough for you to beat in the end. And then number two, somebody that you really didn't like, but you probably can beat them. Um, it's going to be easier to beat them, basically. So, which one of those two people would you choose?
I would choose my number one ally. Like I said, I will find my diehard and we will go all the way to the end together. If we are both there at the end, it's because we both deserve it. It's not because one person carried the other person, and we will fight at the end. I don't think that somebody who doesn't deserve to be at the end should be there. And even if my ally wins, at least I'm happy for them.
Okay, cool. So, powers advantages are hidden in the house. Are you going to be actively hunting for those?
Actively in secret. Like, I love a good scavenger hunt, and I know that everybody else will be kind of looking for them as well. So I don't think there's any damage in me looking. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna look in a room full of people, but my eyes might glance every now and then.
Okay. What are you doing to prepare for Ascendance Live?
My main thing is I'm preparing myself mentally, making sure I know what I'm gonna say, know what parts of me I'm gonna bring out, and what parts of me are gonna be more bounded together. Like I said, I work in the escape room, really paying attention to those puzzles and those physical aspects. I am not too big of a physical person, like strength wise. So I'm not going to rely on me being able to outrun anybody or anything like that. But as long as my endurance is up, as long as my willpower is up and my brain's up, I can at least get through those challenges.
Yeah. What's one thing that you want to accomplish with this experience?
Other than have a good time, I want to make it to jury. I want to prove to people that yes, I look like this little weak, witchy girl and stuff like that. I am not an easy boot. I will keep fighting. And if I make it to jury, then I played a good game. I want to be independent. I don't want anybody to carry me to jury. I will carry myself there. And I want people to see that. I want people to see that I am a strong, independent player and I have more to prove, even though this is my first live game.
Emily, is there anything else that you want to tell me or the viewers before I conclude this interview?
I really hope that there's cute straight men there because I am single, but that's about it. Root for me, guys.
Okay. And good luck in the game, Emily. Thank you so much for doing the interview. And yeah.
Okay, thanks for having me.